Hello all YouTubers, I'm the Weather Dude. How's everybody doing? Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Thank you for tuning back into my presentation for the first day of March 2019. As always, please don't forget to subscribe. Okay, please do me a favor and do yourself a favor and subscribe. Ring the bell notifications, never miss one of my videos again. And also remember to ring the bell after you subscribe. So, what I'm going to be showing you today is multiple snowstorms for the continental U.S., especially the eastern United States. Okay, multiple storms. It could be rain, snow, and even some ice. Then behind that, we're also going to have some really cold air, so stay tuned for that. So there's snow right here in the Mid-Atlantic. Today, I'm actually off school today because of it, which is what I was not expecting. Okay, I was expecting a 2-hour delay. You can see this area of snow is going to continue to push out. At my house, we got about 3 inches of snow, so not bad. It was enough for me to go sledding. And again, I will post that sledding and snowboarding compilation hopefully sometime today. And you can see across South Virginia, the Carolinas, all the way down to the southeast, it's just a late rain and drizzle. But you can see we have a little area of snow across the plains and upper Midwest. You can see northern plains here. That pushes on out. Okay, not too much snow from the one that's going to hit the northern plains. Okay, not too much in the way of snow at all. Maybe we'll have about 2-3 inches with possible areas picking up 5. I think the best chance for 5 inches would be in southern South Dakota around Sioux Falls. But what I do want to draw your attention to is going to be the next one that comes in, Saturday through Monday. Okay, this is going to be a big snowstorm depending on where you live. Now, this is through March 2nd. Okay, this is Saturday. Now, this low pressure here off the coast, you're going to have some snow to the northern side of it. So places like Boston, New York City, northern Pennsylvania, you'll get this one. The last one, the one that hit early this morning, was areas across the south, like Delaware, South Jersey, extreme southern Pennsylvania, Maryland. Okay, so, but this one's going to be a little bit farther north. Okay, this isn't the storm that's coming Sunday night into Monday. This is just Saturday. Okay, so we're having a very busy March. And I would not be surprised if this March turns out to be like last March. If you remember last March, 2018, across the eastern seaboard, we had 4 nor'easters in just 21 days. And that was very, very impressive. 4 nor'easters in 21 days. And you can see 60 hours from now, okay, you can see the snow areas start to come across the central plains into the Midwest. Now, I am surprised areas like right in this zone, like eastern Maryland, Delaware, western Jersey, southeastern Pennsylvania, the latest run of the GFS has actually shown them getting all snow. Watch, hour 66, 72, and 78. Okay, that black area with the black circle around it. So it could be all snow, because the latest run of the GFS model has the storm going a little bit farther south. That's why I said any shift in the storm track can make a big difference, okay? Here's the low right here. I've seen previous ones where the low pressure is going to turn up like this, so any little shift could make all the difference. So once you combine those couple snowstorms, okay, total snowfall over the next 96 hours we will do, 96 hours, okay, and we're going to see a good foot potentially when you combine them, okay, across southern Massachusetts, but a lot of areas get another potentially 6 inches plus just in the next 4 days. Or, yeah, around the next 4 days or so, maybe 3.5 days as well. And, of course, across southern Missouri, maybe another 6 to 8 inches of snow. And around Mammoth, California, Donner Pass in the Mount Sierra, Nevada here. Okay, they've gotten about 575 inches of snow this season. 575. Okay, that's about 48 feet when you divide it by 12. Okay, right around 48 feet. So much snow, in fact, that they were actually staying open through the 4th of July. So, if you want to go there, like if you live in East or whatever, or if you're off school, and you want to go jump over to the Sierra Nevada in Eastern California over summer vacation, go ahead, go sledding, because they're staying open through the 4th of July. That's how much snow they have gotten so far. That is absolutely sick and ridiculous. I mean, a good kind of sick, but still, that is absolutely just mind-boggling. Especially because the week to moderate El Nino generally gives less snow to that area. Very astonishing year. Anyway, so if we go to hour 12, okay, You can see that the first storm that's pushing through, that's already pushed through. This is a 0Z run because the 12Z runs doesn't come out yet. The GTPS is not due 6 and 18Z runs, so this is the latest run that we got. Okay, so you can see that little other mini storm that pushes through. Okay, that comes through on Saturday, maybe into early Sunday. But I think by early Sunday morning it should be pulling out. And then Sunday night and Monday we got another storm. Now GTPS kind of says a little bit more in the way of rain. But again, it's still kind of too far out to tell. We still got at least another 2 or 3 days till we actually know what's going on. Okay, so if you add that all up, that's about 10 model runs left until we actually know what's going on. So, if we take the snowfall through the next 5 days, we combine these few storms, and the snow totals once it loads should be about a few inches. Some areas possibly picking up a heck of a lot more than that. 5 inches, 16 inches. South Central Pennsylvania, Boston are saying 17 inches. Halifax, Canada could be like a Nova Scotia, potentially 30 inches of snow in the next 5 days. Okay, so this snow is not messing around. So this is the EPS model. Okay, 2 meter temperature anomalies. We're going to kind of go back and forth between the snow and the temperature outlooks. So this will be my temperature outlook section of the video. And pretty soon we'll go back to covering the snow. And you can see across the upper Midwest, okay, Central Plains, this is where we have cold temperatures right now. In this area of purple, okay, this is where we're about 15 degrees plus below average. Okay, about 15, 17, 19. And it will only get worse. We have a brief warm-up. Okay. Then once we're in the early next week and beyond, it is just going to be absolutely cold. We're talking about 30 plus degrees below average. And this purple area is 15 plus degrees below average. Okay, this map goes up to 21 on both ends. So that's about 42 degree span. But you can see it only goes down to 21 below, so it's going to be more than that. Some areas, okay, over the weekend through Sunday, Monday, some areas like Nebraska, Iowa, Minnesota, the Dakotas, some areas might not even crack above 0 degrees for daytime highs. Nighttime lows will get into the negative 20s in some spots, which is challenging record lows. And you can see, it doesn't just stop there. The cold intrusion is going to make its way to the east as well, to the northeast. Behind this huge cold front, we got this nice little jet stream like this. Widespread areas with potentially 10 to 15 degrees below average, with that area in purple potentially picking up 20 plus degrees below average. Now, that's just the anomalies. When we look at the actual temperatures, okay, the EPS, what I just showed you was the EPS ensemble model, which is a European ensemble. This is just a European model, because the European ensemble does not provide actual temperatures, it just provides the anomalies. So, actual temperatures, okay, right now, single digits, teens up to the north. In Maine, we have about single digits right now. But watch as we head to early next week, Sunday, Monday, there goes that huge intrusion of cold air. And Monday morning, okay, it is going to be so cold Monday morning that areas in central Oklahoma could be waking up the temperatures into single digits, according to the European model. Not the ensemble, just the regular European model. This is around the morning on February 4th, which is Monday. That's so ridiculous. And even most of the state of Texas will actually get below freezing. So any of those ponds, okay, those areas of bodies of water across central northern plains will certainly rapidly freeze. And even in the southern plains around southern Oklahoma, Texas, even Arkansas, the whole state of Arkansas, the area of red, okay, that's below 30 degrees. So those ponds, there could see some freeze warnings being issued for the southeast. And then as we head through time, the cold doesn't stop there. Now, eventually, as we head into Wednesday, maybe temperatures will start to moderate, but it's not going to be too much. In fact, the southeast, I think, might get worse. Mid-Atlantic, teens, 20s, single digits, and negatives up in the northeast. Okay, and widespread areas in the southeastern U.S., in this red shading here, are below 30 degrees. I mean, even in panhandle Florida, we're talking about mid-30s. So, potentially some freeze warnings being issued down there. Very, very brutal cold temperatures. We do have a winter storm watch issued for central Missouri and also central eastern Kansas. Even western Illinois currently has a winter storm watch for the storm that will come Sunday night into Monday. So just something to watch out for there. So you might be thinking, why do we have a winter storm watch? Well, that storm that comes Saturday night and Monday that I was telling you about, which might hit this area around Saturday. Okay, that's why the winter storm watch is issued. Now down here we have weather story. If you are a meteorologist, like myself, obviously, you can go down here. If you click on a region on weather.gov, most areas except for the northeast and mid-Atlantic and even the southeast, except those areas, you can be provided with this weather story, and it's pretty neat. So when will the storm begin? Okay, anywhere in this light pink shading, if you live in Missouri. So this is south of Jefferson City, south of St. Louis, around Land of the Ozarks, Rolla, Centerville, Cape Girardeau, which I believe is in eastern Missouri, if not western Illinois. Okay, anywhere in this pink shading here, 3 to 6 p.m. on Saturday. Okay, that's when the storm will begin. And across those areas, it will end around Sunday afternoon. So you're talking about a good full 24 hours of snowfall, or at least wintry weather. It could be rain, snow, sleet. Now, much of this area, okay, which is under that dark gray shading, St. Louis, Jefferson City, Bowling Green, Springfield, Caronville, Carbondale, okay, anywhere in this dark gray shading, 6 p.m. to midnight. So we're talking about late evening Saturday, and that same area I just told you about maybe ending, or again around Sunday afternoon is when it will probably end. And finally, you got that northernmost area. We're talking about going north of Springfield on I-55. Okay, maybe early Sunday morning, lasting through Sunday afternoon. So maybe the storm might not last as long up there. And then around Edina, all points to the north. Okay, it'll start about 6 p.m. to midnight, so evening on Saturday, and then at 9 a.m. to noon on Sunday. How much snow are we expecting? So 6 p.m. Saturday to 6 p.m. Sunday. So basically the duration of the storm. These areas in yellow: Columbia, Missouri, St. Louis, Missouri, Chester, Missouri, Union, Missouri. Okay, this is where we have the potential to pick up 6 to 10 inches of snow. This graphic says 6 to 8. I could see areas picking up 10 inches. That is the total so far, 6 to 10 inches. Dark blue shading, maybe 4 to 6, which is right in this dark blue shading here. Quincy, Illinois, Quincy, Missouri, maybe 3 inches. Edina, 3 inches. And maybe basically less than an inch if you head too far to the north and to the south. This core will be the area of greatest snowfall and ice. Okay, ice will be south of St. Louis, south of Jefferson City, south of Columbia. Okay, right on that mixing line. So basically south of I-70, south of I-64. Okay, and we could see possibly some areas of a tenth of an inch in those brighter, darker orange colors. But that little pale yellow, maybe a hundredth of an inch, maybe a few hundredths of an inch, is certainly possible. Okay. Now, on the Weather Channel, okay, we do have this graphic here of the storm. So here's the low pressure system right here, tracking through, and it's going to take a little dip, which is going to cause areas like northern Oklahoma to potentially pick up 4 or 5 inches of snow. And that's going to come back and curl up. So whether it makes that curl or not, well, if it goes like down here, like the GFS model was showing, okay, it takes the track a little bit farther to south, areas like more like the mid-Atlantic, including Delaware, Pennsylvania, West Virginia, Maryland, Jersey, Virginia, could even get in on some snowfall. Now, winter weather alerts: St. Louis, Kansas City, Wichita. Like I said, winter storm watch. Back towards the west has to do with the same storm. Winter weather advisories, maybe even Denver's under a winter storm watch. Cheyenne, Wyoming's under a winter storm warning. And of course, other mountainous areas under a winter storm warning. Okay, Montana under winter weather advisory. Maybe some winter storm watches and warnings to the west. And South Lake Tahoe is under a winter storm warning, where they could pick up feet of snow, which is usual for these kind of storms. Nothing out of the ordinary there. Friday night's forecast, okay, a lot of snow, maybe even some rain and snow. Salt Lake City, mountains of California getting a lot of snowfall. San Francisco's been having a very wet year as well. Okay, not expecting this for a week to moderate El Nino, but it is happening, so please be careful. Okay, rain lingering in the west on Saturday, starting to push into the plains of the lower terrain. Denver getting that heavier snowfall. And Sunday, okay, again, this is at least 2-3 days out. Now you can see that area of snowfall right here. Pittsburgh, Cincinnati, Evansville, St. Louis, Springfield, Buffalo, all under the gun for some snow. That purple area Okay, I am so sorry about that. The video must have started by itself. But you can see we do have some ice to northern Arkansas, central Kentucky, DC, Philadelphia. Potentially some ice. And to the south of there, it's all rain. Okay, so snowfall totals, like I said, you can pick up feet of snow in the higher terrain of Sierra Nevada, and then back towards the plains, maybe 6 to 10 inches of snow. Again, here's a closer look at the snowfall totals. Notice how there is no numbers here. Like, well, there was numbers for the west, but where's the numbers up here? It's too far out to tell. Okay, but I know this graph very well, so these purple areas are 5 to 8 inches, because I looked at this graph for so long. Okay, but even though they will not portray the snowfall exact amounts yet, anywhere in the blue, lavender, any kind of shading here, you are under the gun for some kind of snowfall. Cloud Prediction Center, I will show you one more map after this and we will be all finished. So, 6 to 10 day temperature outlooks. I know if you know Direct Weather or David Schotthauer, they've been talking about this as well. And you can see cold temperatures. We're talking about 80-90% chance plus of cold temperatures. And in that same area, you also have wet precipitation, wetter than average. So, once you combine the cold and the wet, you're going to get that magical S word, snow. Okay, and that's 6 to 10 day outlook. So, we're talking about through March 6th to March 10th, cold and wet across much of the country. Maybe a little rebound temperatures across the southeast. So, a little rebound temperatures across the southeast. Okay, as we head into the 8 to 14 day outlooks, which is the March 8th through March 14th. But you can see much of all the country, even Alaska, is going to be on the wet side, except for northern Montana. Okay, March outlooks. I know the Weather Channel has been saying, oh yeah, we're going to have a warm March across the eastern seaboard, powered by IBM Business. Well, this was released just yesterday, actually, on Thursday. And you can see Cloud Prediction Center's last call for March. And I can't wait till the Weather Channel releases an article about this. Much of the country is now cold, okay, including where I am. So, and it's also going to be wet as an average for the whole month of March. Not every day, but, it's going to be an average. So, again, cold, wet, that magical S word, snow. Okay, March, April, May, which is basically spring, okay, they usually go a little bit warmer than average, okay. West, east, central plains is going to be the equal chances. We can see still wet. Okay, so we can have a repeat of last year in terms of precipitation. How we were so wet. So, GFS model, windy.com. Let's go to it here. 8 inches of snow potentially. Belair, Dover, Philadelphia, Atlantic City. Up towards Boston, we're talking about potentially a foot in the next 5 days, according to the GFS model. Potentially 13 inches up in Boston. 10 days. Ooh, it just gets better. 10 and 11 inches of snow potentially in the next 10 days. Okay, potentially 2 feet. And a lot of models have been saying that in Connecticut, Western Mass, we could potentially pick up 2-3 feet in the next 10 to 14 days. So something to watch out for there. Euro model, going a little later on the snowfall totals, about 4 inches. Okay, head out towards Boston and the Cape and the Islands, potentially a little bit more, potentially 6 to 8 inches of snow. I hope you enjoyed this video, this presentation for today, March 1st, 2019. As always, please don't forget to subscribe, ring the bell notifications, never miss one of my videos again, and also remember to ring that bell on YouTube notifications. Thank you for watching. I am The Weather Dude, signing off till next time.